Picture this. There's a door inside you that's been locked your entire life. You've walked past it 1,000 times. You've felt it humming beneath your consciousness, but you never had the key, until now. That door? It's not just metaphorical, it's biological, it's spiritual, it's the gateway between who you think you are and who you actually could become. And the most powerful secret societies on Earth have been guarding the instructions to unlock it for centuries. Welcome to the mystery of the pineal gland, the number 33, and the sacred activation that changes everything. Look around you right now. Numbers are everywhere. Your birth date, the time on your screen, your address, the price tags, the algorithms feeding you this video. But here's what they don't teach you in school. Numbers aren't just for counting. They're codes, frequencies, vibrational signatures that shape reality itself. Ancient civilizations knew this. The Egyptians, the Greeks, the mystery schools that pass down knowledge in shadows and symbols. They understood that certain numbers carry power, raw, concentrated, reality-bending power. Numerology isn't superstition. It's a science that's been deliberately buried. Each number vibrates at a unique frequency that influences your personality, your relationships, your entire trajectory through existence. And some numbers, they're not just powerful, they're masters. In the ancient wisdom traditions, master numbers are the universe's cheat codes. They represent fundamental forces: creation, evolution, transcendence. The number 33 stands above them all. Why? Let's follow the breadcrumbs. In Christianity, the most pivotal figure in Western history died at age 33. His death wasn't random, it was symbolic completion, the ultimate sacrifice at the ultimate number. In sacred geometry, a tetrahedron has exactly 33 vertices. This three-dimensional form represents the four elements: earth, water, air, fire, the building blocks of physical reality. In Hermeticism, 33 is the marriage number. Divine Trinity meets earthly duality. Heaven touches earth, spirit merges with matter, balance achieved. In Rosicrucian tradition, 33 marks the highest degree of mystical attainment, the peak of wisdom, the summit of spiritual understanding. In Freemasonry, the 33rd degree is the final initiation, the last seal, the ultimate revelation. People who carry 33 in their numerological blueprint, they're not normal, they're visionaries, spiritual architects, consciousness shifters with a mission bigger than themselves. And here's where it gets wild. The number 33 is intrinsically linked to a tiny pinecone-shaped gland buried deep in your brain. The pineal gland, your third eye. Nestled between your brain hemispheres sits a pea-sized mystery. For centuries, philosophers called it the seat of the soul. Descartes was obsessed with it. Ancient Egyptians symbolized it with the eye of Horus. Modern science, they'll tell you it produces melatonin and regulates sleep. But that's only half the story. The pineal gland produces something else, something far more profound, something that can completely shatter your perception of reality. DMT, dimethyltryptamine, the spirit molecule, the sacred fluid. This isn't theory, it's biochemistry. Your brain naturally manufactures one of the most powerful psychoactive compounds known to humanity. It's in your body right now, dormant, waiting. Dr. Rick Strassman spent years researching this. Over 400 volunteers, clinical settings, controlled doses. The results, absolutely mind-bending. People reported consciousness expanding beyond their body, communication with entities from other dimensions, profound revelations about the nature of existence itself, experiences that felt more real than real life. This is the sacred fluid the mystery schools have whispered about for millennia, and your pineal gland is the factory. But here's the catch. Most people's pineal glands are calcified, shut down, blocked by fluoride, processed foods, and electromagnetic pollution. The door is locked, and the number 33, that's the combination. In Freemasonry's Scottish Rite, the 33rd degree isn't just an honorary title. It's initiation into the deepest secrets, the final teachings, the ultimate knowledge. Kings have received it. Royalty, figures whose names shape history. What do they learn at this level? The activation protocol. Masons at the 33rd degree receive explicit instructions on awakening the pineal gland. They learn specific meditation techniques, yogic practices passed down through centuries, the importance of natural sunlight exposure, breathwork sequences, visualization methods. They understand that the pineal gland is more than biology, it's a portal, a transmitter and receiver, a bridge between the physical and spiritual dimensions. When activated, it releases the sacred fluid, and when that happens, everything changes. You don't need to join a secret society. You don't need ancient scrolls or mystical initiations. You just need to pay attention. Start noticing when 33 appears in your life. License plates, phone numbers, timestamps, addresses. Don't dismiss it as coincidence. There's no such thing. When you see 33, recognize it as a signal. You're on the right frequency. The universe is confirming your path. But awareness is only the first step. Here's how to weaponize this number for activation. Meditation protocol. Find a quiet space. Sit with your spine straight. Close your eyes. Visualize the number 33 glowing in your mind's eye, golden, radiant, pulsing with energy. Hold that image. Breathe deeply. Feel the number's frequency resonating in your skull, specifically in the center of your brain where your pineal gland rests. Stay here for 11 minutes minimum. 2. Breathwork sequence. Inhale slowly through your nose. Count to 33 as you breathe in. Hold for 33 seconds. Exhale for 33 seconds. This oxygenates your pineal gland while encoding the master frequency. Repeat until you feel tingling in the center of your forehead. Affirmation anchoring. Create statements that marry intention with the number. I am awakening to my 33rd degree consciousness. My third eye opens at the frequency of 33. I embody the master vibration of spiritual completion. Speak these aloud. Write them 33 times. Embed them in your subconscious. Lastly, environmental immersion. Surround yourself with the number. Set alarms for 3:33. Create rituals on the third day of every third month. Design your practices around this sacred geometry. You're not just using a number, you're becoming a resonant frequency. When your pineal gland activates and releases the sacred fluid, you'll know immediately. There's no mistaking it. People describe a pressure at the center of the forehead that suddenly releases, waves of warmth cascading through the skull, colors becoming impossibly vivid, sound taking on geometric patterns, time losing its linear structure, a knowing that transcends thought. You'll experience mental clarity so sharp it feels like you've been walking through fog your entire life and someone just turned on stadium lights. Your intuition won't just strengthen, it'll become predictive. You'll know things before they happen. You'll sense energies in rooms. You'll read people like open books. Reality itself becomes fluid, malleable, responsive to consciousness. This isn't mystical fantasy. This is the direct experience of thousands who've undergone this activation. Different words, same essence. The veil drops, and you see what was always there. Freemasonry structures its teachings as a journey. Each degree is a step. Each level reveals more. But 33 is different. 33 isn't just another step. It's the summit, the completion of the climb, the full activation of human potential. The ritual for receiving the 33rd degree is performed by the Supreme Council. It's sacred, exclusive, reserved for those who've demonstrated not just knowledge but transformation. Because this degree represents something profound. The union of human and divine, the marriage of matter and spirit. The point where you stop being just a person and become a conduit. Freemasonry believes the pineal gland is the doorway to other realms. When it opens, you can commune with higher intelligence, access universal knowledge, download wisdom from the source. This is why meditation, yoga, and sun gazing are emphasized. These aren't just wellness practices, they're activation technologies. The dedication required isn't casual, this is deep work, inner alchemy, the transmutation of consciousness itself. But those who walk this path, they describe it as the only thing worth doing. Imagine this scenario. You've been meditating with 33 as your anchor. Weeks turn into months. The practice becomes ritual. Then one day during your session, something shifts. A pressure builds behind your eyes. Not painful, electric. Alive, your consciousness expands beyond the boundaries of your skull. You're not in your body, you're observing it from everywhere at once. Insights cascade through you like lightning. The nature of reality, your purpose, the interconnectedness of all things. Everything suddenly makes sense. You've found the key. The door swings open, and on the other side, infinite potential, unlimited possibility. A dimension of light, love, and living wisdom. A space where you're connected to everything. The earth beneath you, the stars above you, the divine within you. This is what the 33rd degree points toward. Not as metaphor, as lived experience. The union of human and God. The ultimate goal. The final initiation, enlightenment. If you're still here, that's not an accident. Most people would have clicked away 5 minutes ago, dismissed this as conspiracy, called it crazy, but you didn't, because somewhere deep in your cells, you recognize truth when it vibrates at your frequency. The number 33 found you. The algorithm delivered this message. Your higher self led you here. Now you have a choice. You can close this tab and go back to sleepwalking through consensus reality. Or you can start the work, begin the practices, activate the portal that's been waiting inside you since birth. The teachings are yours now. The mystery schools charged fortunes and demanded lifetimes for this knowledge. You got it in under 20 minutes. But information without application is just entertainment. So here's your homework. Notice 33. Meditate upon it. Breathe with it. Let it rewire your consciousness. And when your pineal gland activates, and it will if you stay committed, come back and leave 3 words in the comments. It makes sense now. That's the code. That's how I'll know you've crossed the threshold. This video was just the surface. The rabbit hole goes infinitely deeper. If you want to keep descending, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Because the real initiates, they don't just consume content, they transform. And something tells me you're not here to stay the same. See you on the other side.